I said, David, I'd like to ask you a couple questions. I said, I already know the answers, but I've been gone for 5 years. I like to know certain things are still the way they were when I left. I said, now I have to explain some of this when I'm done. So you're not going to understand it all unless you know something about music. I said, do they still take the master to the temple room? They said, yeah. I said, do they still have the Colons conjure demons into the master? He said, of course. I said, now I got to know something. What's the main reason for rock music? He said, come on, Lance, you know what the reason is. I said, please, David, I don't want to guess. Tell me what the main reason is. He said, the same as when you were in, so that we could play spells on people that we couldn't cast spells upon. I'll explain what that means in a minute. I said, okay, one last thing. I've been hearing that you must be an initiated witch now to get a record contract. He said, that's right. You must be an initiated witch now to get a record contract. He said, that's right. He said, many of us that weren't total witches have to be witches now in order to produce music.
I'll go with this is, we introduced magic back in hip-hop. We introduced magic back in hip-hop. The love and the wizardry and the wizardry and the wizardry and all the incredible surprise. This next wizard that we're about to introduce is very excited. We've been watching this wizard do his thing. You guys have supported him in a major way. And he goes by the name of Electronica.
Thank you. The master is a tape about as big as the top of this podium that looks like an overgrown 8-track that the album is cut on and is placed in a machine that produces and presses the records and the 8-tracks and cassettes that you buy. After it's been recorded, it's taken in. This is why the master is cut months in advance before it's released. On the full moon, it's taken in to a temple room about the size of this auditorium that is in every one of the major music companies, behind locked doors of the executive office, and it's placed on an altar sitting in the north of the room, and a pentagram engraved in the floor. And 13 hand-chosen witches and wizards and coven come in and conjure a principality or a power-up, usually Regent or something like that, and order him to tell the demons under him to follow every record and every tape coming off of that master. I tell many Christian parents, you can go home and count your kids' records, probably yours too, and count how many demons at least are there. That's too hard for you to believe? I'm sorry, that's why I do it. Now listen to me. This is why rock music's addicting. Have you ever seen kids that got rid of their music, they go around like this? They can't wait to find a rock station somewhere and they sneak off just like getting a cigarette or a fix, because it's addicting. That's why they can't give it up. The rest of the conversation was this. You can't cast a spell on a Christian, but you can get a Christian to cast a spell on himself. If you give the permission for the spell to work, being a Christian won't block it. And rock music is not just a song. It is supernatural music that which is carefully designed by their spirit guides and familiar spirits in the form of spells. Now, although the devil's music part is the music and God's music is the words, much of the songs are written in what we call witch language. To give you kind of an idea, many of you talk on a CD, unless you know what a smoky is, and a pin for, and a front door and back door rocking chair, and these type of things. You don't know what you're talking about. Same with witches. When you're in the first and second level, you have to learn over 2,000 words that said by anybody else means something totally different than when you say it. Elton John said he's never written a song or sung a song that wasn't in witch language. And I'm going to show you something. See how many kids in here beyond 10 adults. How many remember and have heard at least several times a song called Hotel California? Somebody tell me what it meant. Quickly, somebody tell me what it meant. Huh? That's pretty close. But from the words, what does it mean? Well, that's more of a guess. See, most people can't tell you. That's why when people do drugs and they listen to songs in which language, they get some of the meaning. But most of the time, they can't tell you. Stop and think how many songs are out there that you really like, and you don't have any idea what the person was talking about. Beyond the Yellow Brick Road, how about The Destroyer by Kiss? Can anybody tell me what it's about? Kiss said in it, kids, show your parents. They're talking about Helter Skelter. Beatles sung Helter Skelter in which language? Nobody knew what it meant. Medicine did because he belongs to the process. Helter Skelter is a several thousand-year-old word. Most of the music is either about Hell or Skelter or a place called the Night Winds, which is what Hotel California is about, and different doctrines of witchcraft. You listen to them, your parents let you listen to them, and they have no idea. Kids openly bragged how they were gaining control of people through their music because the people played their music. They told how they didn't form their own group. Their church, because they were ordained ministers of the Satanist church, placed them together. And that's how most of the music is done. David Crosby, when him and Crosby, Still Nash and Young produced the record 283, they ordered the Principality of Medivh to order demons of rebellion to go into the record, and everybody that heard it would be rebellious against law and order and government. And it was one of the reasons for the great upheaval in the 60s was that one album, and they take open credit for it.
Everybody heard what he said? No?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Pardon? Repeat?
Just summarize.
Tell us
Oh
what
gosh.
he said.
So,
Summarize.
basically, you understand the part that about the master being cut in advance, placed on the altar. You understand the part about which language. Many songs are out there, especially rap songs nowadays. You don't have a clue what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of those songs you don't understand. It's written
Can you
in which
feel the love
language.
tonight?
If you got a core
That's
question,
sad.
I'm not taking it
That's
from
sad.
you.
But no, there's nothing on the screen.
Yeah, dangerous music is to influence the minds of people.
Wrong.
What is Kiss That?
I'm taking the
Anthony.
core questions. All I'm taking right now is understanding questions. If you don't understand, that's what I'm taking. All the core questions I'm taking after the presentation. So
All
we
right,
understand?
moving on.
We can go on. Now to get interesting. Who knows about the Beatles?
Everybody does.
You know about Paul McCartney and John Lennon?
Yep.
You know those signs they're holding up?
Yeah.
And that's the back of it right there.
666.
Oh. What? Wow. Yeah. All of a sudden this. Okay, let's continue. This is what the Beatles said in the, well, I think, no, this is what John Lennon said in the interview, the Playboy. The whole Beatle idea was to do what you want, right? To take your own responsibility, do what you want, and try not to harm other people, right? Do what thou willst, as long as it doesn't hurt somebody. And that comes from this, the Wiccan creed. By the Wiccan laws, ye must in perfect lust and perfect trust. Mind the threefold law ye should, 3 times bad and 3 times good. 8 words the Wiccan read fulfill, and it harm them, do what ye will. Everybody know what Wiccans are? Yeah, that's the, like how Christians have Christianity, that is the actual religion of witches. Wiccan. Yeah, witches. Wiccan. And these are people from the Satanic Church. Anton LaVey was the founder, this is his daughter, and another high priest of the Satanic Church. Zena LaVey, that's Anton LaVey's daughter, and Nicholas Shrek.
We make music for a purpose. It's not just background music, it's not just, fluffy, light stuff.
This is not elevator satanic. It's ritualistic music. It is music that by even the act of listening to it, you are participating in a satanic ritual.
But even the act of listening to it, even the act of listening to it, you are participating in a satanic ritual.
Weak.
Zena LeVay and Nicholas Sherbak explains rock music.
How do you feel about the Metallicas and Slayers of the world?
Well, musically, I hate rock music. I think rock music is one of the most dangerous influences on young people
How so?
in a long time.
Well, why is it dangerous?
Just who has self-destruction.
Yeah, even people in the satanic church know about rock music. Most Madonna and stuff like that, they don't let their children listen to that and watch TV and stuff. Okay, this is the song Umbrella. This was released in 2007 by Rihanna. Everybody is familiar with this song, right? Everybody should, because we all used to listen to that.
Why not leave Anthony alone? Anthony said that.
So, I'm gonna basically run down the, what do you think Umbrella's about?
Somebody in the rain. Somebody in the rain with an umbrella.
Talking about
Yeah, what do you think Umbrella is about? The interpretation of Umbrella, the song.
somebody was in the rain.
Being under
They
the
were
rain.
in love.
It's
Some
like
foolishness.
Well, okay. To interpret it properly, it's probably like, you're going through stuff and you have somebody who will be there for you.
Yeah, like a love
And
song.
you'll be there for them.
Right. That's how many people are in this song, Umbrella? Two people?
Yeah.
Heard it. They've heard it.
Alright. Rihanna.
Yeah. How many people are in this song? Yeah.
Oh, this part I'm talking about.
Some people say two, but in reality, there's actually three people in this song. Three people are singing in this song. You'll see. Yeah, three people. This is Jay-Z's part. Blah, blah. Good girl going back. No clouds in my storms. Remember, rap music is code.
What she said?
Code. Yeah.
Made no sense. No clouds in your storm.
How can you have no clouds in your storms?
Makes no sense.
The interpretation of that really is when there is a financial meltdown unaffected. This was in 2007 when Jay-Z was singing these lyrics, and the big recession was in 2008.
And that's when she took off. Actually,
Let it rain, a
that's when she took off.
hydroplane in the
The year
bank.
after, that's when she made Good Girl Long Back and was platinum.
Let the meltdown happen, I'm financially secure. To pass over the waters mean the collapse of the economy when that will drown others. Coming down with the Dow Jones, that's pretty blatant right there. The stock market will collapse. When the clouds come, we gone, we Rockefeller.
What's going on?
When the problems in the stock market arise, we will be absent possibly of Jay-Z and his fellow men or the demonic forces in this verse. We fly higher than weather and G5s are better, you know me. We are above the economical problems in anticipation for precipitation stack chips for the rainy day. So, knowing about the collapse, I